this moment to show our support to the men and women of our armed forces, as well as the first responders who have worked so tirelessly during this worldwide pandemic. We proudly welcome you and your families, and at this time, ask any past or present members of the United States military, our allies from around the world, and the first responders to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring these men, women, and their families. Our next honor will begin in just a few moments. But first, we'd like to show you a short film about the Ursinus orca and its place in the world we all share.
The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and is essential to all life, both in the sea and on the land. There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the Ursinus orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Ursinus orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, Ursinus orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are countershaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark depths. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail fluke can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. The whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, breaching, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during the orca encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spy hopping, and tail slaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our camp. Much remains to be understood regarding the Ursinus orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitats on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Hi everyone, my name is Justin. On behalf of our killer whale training team, I'd like to welcome you to ORCA Encounter. Being a part of SeaWorld's mission is more than just a job. We're proud of what we do, and it's a privilege for us to care for, build relationships with, teach, and learn from these amazing animals. Now, more than ever, we're honored to share our relationships with the whales and what we've learned with all of you. We all recognize a new way of doing things. We're all wearing face coverings and social distancing. Does everyone have your face mask today? Yeah. Is everybody wearing your face mask today? Thank you. We appreciate you wearing your mask throughout our presentation today and throughout your visit here to the park. We get it. It's super hot outside. If you need a chance to take your mask off to get a breath of fresh air, there are a couple of locations around the park, the closest being behind us in the Wild Market Plaza. They're called mask relaxation zones. Otherwise, thank you for wearing your mask throughout your visit today. We thank you for your patience and cooperation as we safely navigate through these times. At the end of today's presentation, we ask that you please remain seated. Our operations ambassadors will be on hand to assist with a safe and timely exit of all of our guests. But for now, we hope you'll enjoy ORCA Encounter.
Our world has one interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
You don't want the same in your
Hi everyone, this is Nalani, and I'm with our killer whale family showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and today we're excited to share their story with all of you.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, an apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment that's full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Today, you'll see our whales do behaviors together in unison. Synchronizing their movements and working as a team strengthens their social bonds and helps make them the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is ORCA, but they're more commonly known as killer whales. Our 5 whales all have their own names. Their names are Katina, Nalani, Malia, Trua, and Micaiah. Micaiah is our youngest whale at 9 years old, and our oldest is Micaiah and Nalani's mom, Katina. She's 44 years old. Katina is the matriarch or leader of our pod. Our whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. One of the first things that we teach our whales to do is called a fluke present, where they present their tail flukes to a trainer. We'll demonstrate with our 2 boys, Trua and Micaiah, here in the slide out. Not only does the fluke present allow us to get a great look at their entire body, but it also gives us access to blood vessels, which are very easy to see on the white underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians collect a voluntary blood sample at least once a month from our whales, and the whales are taught to stay calm and relaxed throughout. This afternoon you can see that Leah and Amy are giving the whales a nice tail rub. They have very sensitive skin, and this is a great way for us to reinforce exceptional behavior and for us to build our relationships with our killer whales. Now, blood samples are just one way that we can make sure that our whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic is weighing the killer whales. We weigh them twice a month, and we're able to do that by asking them to slide their bodies up and out of the water onto a killer whale size scale that we have in one of our adjacent pools. We'll demonstrate in the slide up today. Micaiah on the right is our littlest guy. He weighs about 3,800 pounds. True on the left is our biggest guy. He weighs about 6,000 pounds and is still growing. But you'll notice that the portion of their body from their dorsal fin to their tail flukes is in the water right now. It's a very strong part of their body called a peduncle, and it weighs several hundred pounds. So without the water, we wouldn't get an accurate weight. To solve that problem, we simply ask the whales to lift their tails up and out of the water. And this way, we can make sure that our younger whales continue to grow and our adult whales maintain a healthy body weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hey guys, I'm over here on the left-hand side of the stadium. Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow the leader with their moms and other whales, and our whales play follow the leader with us too. So we're going to put that to the test with all of you folks here today. All right, I want everyone in front of me, if you're comfortable, stand up. Stand up. All right, bring up Shua a little bit over here so he's more in the center. Perfect. All right, we're going to do something with our bodies. We're going to see a trick from watching copy you, okay? All right, on the count of 3, I want everybody to march in place. When you march in place, I want you to get your knees up really high so he can see you, okay? Shua, watch all that. All right, 1, 2, 3, march in place. March, 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 march. And you got it. Good job, everybody. Have a seat. Very nice. So you can see he is paying very close attention to you. They are super curious animals. Our whales frequently can be seen spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings or while they're playing. We'll demonstrate that with a behavior called a sight bound. It's going to be a jump at the stadium. All right, when he jumps, let's give a huge round of applause. We're going to take this party over to the right-hand side of the stadium. Now that was a pretty cute little jump that Shua did at stage, but I think that we can do one bigger and better. We are going to do a bridge behavior with little Makai over here. So everyone on the right-hand side, stand up. You remember the signal I taught you? 2 fingers out. On the count of 3, we'll swipe them up to the sky. 1, 2, 3, swipe. And nothing happened. All right, put your hands down. Let's try it one more time. 2 fingers out. 1, 2, 3, swipe. And you got it that time. Nice job. You guys can have a seat. Now, Makai can do a behavior called a breach. This is how killer whales communicate with each other. It's their way of making their presence known and saying, I'm here. Everybody, look at me. And here's Makai. All right, how about a huge round of applause for our audience volunteers, Shua and Makai. Boys. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many of the mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is about 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain out in the wild. Some information, though, can only be gained through field observation. That's when SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian ORCA survey and NOAA, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are powerful animals, and perhaps the best example of that power that we've seen is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like endangered seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales create waves to hunt, and they use their tail flukes to stun prey. Here's a demonstration. For our whales, it means a fun activity session, but for all of you, it's time to get wet. several hundred pounds of food every day. In the wild, their diets vary depending on where they live and the time of year. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean. Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make. We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean. But still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable. Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act, one ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
muting so that I can give you some safe exiting instructions. We're going to exit the stadium a couple of sections at a time so that we can all maintain social distancing and keep everyone healthy and safe. We have operations ambassadors that are located throughout the stadium. They're all carrying these very tall colored flags. Can you guys wave your flags so that they can see them? They're going to come to you. When they get to your section and they raise the flag and wave it, that will be your cue that it's your turn to leave. We ask that you exit one row at a time. And again, thank you for wearing your face mask today. All right, let's get started. We're going to start over here on the upper white flag. I see an upper blue, I see an upper yellow. Upper green is making their way. Okay, upper green. And your ambassador, they're going to let you know which exit to leave from as well. We're going to try to exit from different points here so that we're not all crossing. Everyone else, thank you for holding tight. Did everyone have fun today? Yeah! Did everyone have fun today? You folks over here in the lower section, please sit down. We haven't quite got to you yet.